Good evening, you're watching the late news on HKIBC. I'm Harminder Singh. Here are tonight's top stories. Controversial express rail link opens to the public, but journeys take longer than stated. Rail link experiences opening day hiccups. And Nobel Prize winning physicist Charles Kao has died at age 84. It's finally here. After years of budget overruns and delays, the long-awaited express rail link opened to the public at 5 o'clock this morning. But the first direct express train to Guangzhou South took longer than expected, with passengers complaining that they were let onto the platform just 10 minutes before departure. Karen Young reports.
Today was a big day for the MTR, so it wouldn't be a surprise if the company's top bosses had a restless night. At about 4 a.m., MTR CEO Lincoln Leung and Operations Director A.D. Lau arrived at West Kowloon Station to welcome waiting passengers who wanted to be some of the first to experience the much-hyped express rail link. These rail fanatics, who had waited in line since midnight, were let in at 5 a.m. sharp. After years of budget overruns and delays, the first train from Hong Kong to Shenzhen North departed at 7 a.m. It arrived on time at its destination in 19 minutes. But not everything went according to plan for some passengers. The MTR stipulates that passengers can only carry luggage with a combined length, width and height of 130 centimeters on board. Some passengers were told that their luggage exceeded the restriction. With no immediate solution to their problem, they decided to forfeit their train tickets and leave. The $84 billion project links Hong Kong to 44 destinations in the mainland. Supporters have touted the convenience and economic benefit the service would bring to the city and the region. However, critics have said the Joint Customs and Border Checkpoint inside West Kowloon Terminus, also known as the co-location plan, was in breach of the basic law. However, the arrangement didn't seem to bother these excited passengers, who took photos at the line separating the Hong Kong and mainland port areas, which is actually prohibited. Once inside the mainland port area, national laws are immediately applicable. Clearing immigration and customs only took about 10 minutes. From there, it's on to the trains, but you can't go to the station platforms right away. I was among passengers with a ticket to get on the first non-stop high-speed train to Guangzhou South. But we weren't allowed onto the platform until 9:50 a.m., 10 minutes before departure. The train left the station 2 minutes late. At least 6 of the train's 16 carriages were empty or nearly empty. This passenger missed her train at 8:50 a.m. as it took longer than she expected to get her ticket. She almost missed another train.
Actually did was stop let people boarding like 5 minutes before, so I was quite surprised that they only let people in, I think, around 9:50.
Despite the delay, some people seemed happy with the ride.
I am familiar taking trains in China, so considering that, my past experience was not bad. Okay, could be much worse.
I still like it because it's so fantastic.
After about 54 minutes, we have arrived at the Guangzhou South station. That's about 7 minutes longer than the 47 minutes expected. But there's a catch. You'll have to catch the non-stop train, which only runs 3 times daily. Other departures could set you back up to 71 minutes. Karen Young, HKIBC.
The high-speed train to Guangzhou seems like the obvious choice for commuters who are in a hurry. Or is it? HKIBC's own Karen Young spent almost an hour heading to Guangzhou's city center after getting off the bullet train this morning.
Currently, a high-speed rail trip from West Kowloon takes you to Guangzhou South Station. In use since 2010, the station is a major transport hub for Guangdong's provincial capital, offering trains to most destinations across the country. But at 17 kilometers away from the city center, the station and its vicinity may not appeal to most tourists, with a lack of shopping malls or scenic spots nearby. Just like what most tourists and commuters would do, we made our way to the city center by hopping onto the underground metro.